Welcome viewers, Namaste, Sasriyakal, and a warm welcome to SarkariTel.com and DiplomacyIndia.com. As you know, in the world of insurance, there are many nitty-gritties which common person needs to understand. And today we have an insurance subject matter expert, Mr. Anurag Khurana, with us today, who will be explaining us minute to minute details which needs to be considered while purchasing or renewing the insurance plans. Before we start chatting with our expert, a brief profile of Mr. Anurag Khurana. He is an insurance consultant with one of the renowned multinational IT companies and holds close to 13 years of experience in insurance industry. He is also a fellow of Indian Institute of Insurance. It is a great pleasure to have you in this program. Welcome to this program, Mr. Anurag Khurana.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mr. Amay, for inviting me to your show.
I'll start with my first question. What things needs to be considered while purchasing insurance policies or insurance plans?
Okay. So as per the point of view of the common man, the few things which need to be considered means always a common person who is purchasing an insurance, who don't know, have any background on the insurance, must be aware what are its needs. Means the person should always purchase insurance as per the need. Secondly, I will advise always before purchasing insurance, compare the insurance policies with various companies. Nowadays, you can compare very easily on an internet platform, so it will help you. And third point, always check the claim settlement history of the insurance company. It is very much important. Without comparing this, you won't be able to know that which company has what ratio of the claim settlement. So it is a very important aspect. And fourth point, which you should always consider, always ask insurance companies about what the things are covered in a plan and what are not. Means in layman term, the common man must be aware what are the exclusions, what are the things which are not covered in the policy, because at the time of a claim, these things create a problem. So very important, always remember to ask your insurance companies what are covered and what are not. And the most important fifth point is always review your insurance needs on the yearly basis, because possibility at the time of purchasing insurance, you are a single or you are a married man, and after a couple of years or a year down the line, you have a family. So always compare your needs on a yearly basis. Yeah.
My supplementary question is always there has been like when I started, doing the insurance of my car or my health insurance or otherwise. Can you educate our viewers how important it is to have an insurance?
So, as per your question, why insurance policy is so much important in our country? The reason being is the majority of the population, the person is very much common in India. It's a very common person in India, and the earning capabilities are very much minimal. So, what you can do, you purchase an insurance as per your needs, because it will help you to save your money at the time of a claim. I give you an example. Suppose you have a motor vehicle and the cost of the vehicle is 5 lakhs or maybe 7 lakhs INR, and you met with an accident or maybe theft occurred. So at that time, you should not face a loss of 7 lakhs or 5 lakhs as per your vehicle's cost. So at that time, insurance will come into the picture, and that insurance policy will indemnify you, and insurance company will give your claim amount. So you won't have to make a huge buckets in the event of a loss or in the event of a theft. So insurance is very much important in the case of Mediclaim as well, because you don't have to prepare every time with a 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs or X amount of money in your pocket. The insurance can come into the picture and save your money and protect your family. So insurance is very much important.
Yeah, very well said. Anuragji, I completely agree with you, and I should tell my viewers that insurance is one of the most important things which one should follow and take insurance policies. Coming to my second question, what things need to be considered while renewing your insurance policy? Say, for example, motor insurance.
Okay, so at the time of a renewal of a motor policy, so please always remember there is a one terminology which is IDV, insured declared value. Now, what is insured declared value? It derived your vehicle's basic value of a car. Your car basic value depend upon the IDV. Suppose if the person met with an accident or the vehicle got stolen, so the insurance company pays the claim on the basis of IDV, insured declared value. First point, you should always consider it. Second is at the time of a renewal, if your past preceding years are without losses, so you will get the NCB, no claim bonus. So no claim bonus should be attached to your new renewal policies. So always consider the second point is your NCB benefit, which should be given to the renewal person, the person who is renewing the policy. Third point, it depends upon the plan to plan. You can also increase the deductible amount in your policy. Deductible is a amount which is deducted by the insurance company at the time of a claim payment. Suppose if your vehicle met with an accident and it's a total loss and the cost of the IDV of the vehicle is 5 lakhs. So company will pay you the 5 lakhs. Depending upon the deductible amount is 1,000, which is a mandatory, and you can increase it to 5,000, 10,000 as per plan to plan. So the deductible increase will always lower your premium because you are owning the risk. So always consider this point. If you think that your vehicle driven for the year is lesser, so you can increase the deductible amount. It will save your money by lowering the premium. Fourth point, which is very much important, at the time of a renewal, the renewal premium is calculated on the two parameters. First one is your own damage premium. Second one is your third party liability. In own damage premium, the brokers or the agent gets the commission. Suppose your vehicle own damage premium is 10,000. So brokers or the agent commissions vary from 10 to 18%. So you can ask for the discount by saying that you are getting a commission on the own damage. So they will reduce their commission percentage and also reduce your premium. So it will also help you to save 500 to 1,500, depend upon your plan, depend upon your IDV. So you will save something in your renewal policy. So these four attributes can help you in saving your money.
My third question is, this is very important, like when any customer takes insurance policy, and when it comes to claim, it becomes little tricky, So my third question will be that what kind of advice you can give it to our viewers to make the claim process little simple?
Okay, it's a very nice question. It's a very, very important question though. Again, I take the example of a motor insurance. So at the time, if it is a own damage, means if it is a theft or if it is a kind of an accident, so always remember to inform your insurance company and the police if you need first information report. If you need the FIR, it depends upon what kind of a claim you made. If the vehicle is stolen, definitely you would be needing a first information report from the authorities, local authorities. And simultaneously, please inform your insurance company about the mishappening. Secondly, again, means if your vehicle is met with an accident and it is not in a condition to be driven, so you can get your vehicle towed. So at this point of a time, what policy holder forgets that the towing charges are also paid by the insurance company. So it depends upon 50 kilometers or 1,500 INR, depend upon company to company. So you can also indemnified your towing charges, and make sure if your vehicle is towed from one point to another point, please do ask for the receipt of towing charges. It will help you to get your amount indemnified. And the third point, which is also important, please do remember this once the vehicle get towed to the nearest service station, let first loss assessor to assess the loss. Means what is the amount of a loss, whether your vehicle is partially damaged, totally damaged. So let the loss assessor assess it and give you the assess sheet. After that, you can start with your restoration of your vehicle. Next, fourth point, also opt for the cashless services. If your policy has a cashless features, nowadays majority of the policies hold this feature. So please opt for the cashless service. It will reduce your hassles, and the company will directly pay to the authorized service station. So in this way, you will save your time, you will save your money, because what happens if you don't opt for the cashless service or your policy don't have this feature? So first you have to pay from your pocket, and then you have to submit all the bills, all the formalities, then the company pay you back, reimburse you back. So it's always better to opt a policy which already had this feature. And I think most of the insurance carrier provide this feature nowadays. Yes, Samay sir.
My fourth question, it comes from one of my viewers. They're asking that suppose we drive our cars to say neighboring countries and opt for insurance, can we have these road trips, or do we have to take a separate insurance cover?
Ameji, it's a very nice question. Means now the most of the people are going for the adventure trips or the road trips. It's a very important for them to know. Yes, all the policies, motor policies, which are run under the IRDA norms by the regulatory norms, they can extend their policy coverage. That coverage is known as geographical proximity coverage. Means, for an example, I just take an example. If you are driving by a road trip to Nepal or Bhutan or any other neighboring countries, so you can ask your insurance carrier to provide them a geographical proximity coverage by mentioning in a mail that you are traveling to this and this place for these number of days. For an example, if you are traveling for 5 to 7 days, so your insurance company will charge hardly 500 to 700 INR, depend upon plan to plan. So you can extend your coverage for 7 to 10 days in this case. So geographical proximity coverage will help you and give you the same benefits into the another country, neighboring country, the benefits which you can avail in your mother country. So this coverage will always help you, and all policies, procedures and norms will be same, constant, nothing will be changed. Nice question, Namaji.
But there's a supplementary question. Like you talked about the car policy. Does it also include the health claim also? Like suppose if someone gets ill, does that policy cover that aspect also, or a separate policy has to be?
So if you talk about a health policy, so health policy is slightly different from the traveling policy. If you travel abroad,
things altogether.
Means in traveling, you can opt for the travel policy if your travel is for 10 to 15 days. So there are n number of coverage for the traveling people. If they are a frequent traveler, so they can opt for the 15 days, 20 days travel policy, and it will cover your medical expenses, boarding expenses, or any kind of the expenses you want, which are eligible under the plan. So you can avail all those features, and there are n number of policies, and you can purchase online as well. It's very important. If you are a traveler and if you are traveling for 15 to 20 days to any of the country, means in rest of the world where you want to travel, so you always opt for the travel insurance plan, and it will help. Means possibility your baggage got mixed, your baggage, the traveling bag which you are carrying with you, it misplaced by the aviation company. So that is also covered. Those small benefits are also added, and the premium again will be very much nominal. Means a common man, a common individual can very easily avail it and afford it. It's very much economical, and these kinds of benefit can help you, your family members, and you. It's a very nice question. So for these kinds of situations, you can avail for the travel insurance.
As you know, India is a growing population of middle class, and a lot of people these days are having their own homes. So one obvious question which comes to my mind is, do we need to buy a home insurance, or is it mandatory or not?
So if you are looking from the home insurance point of view, it does not come under the act. Means if you talk about the motor insurance is an act.
Yes.
So as per the act, whatever is the act, that becomes mandatory. But home insurance does not come under any act. So it is not a mandatory policy. Even though if you are purchasing a new home, then also sometimes the insurance companies offer you with several plans. So it is in your hands whether you want to purchase it or not. But if you purchase a home insurance, then you will get the several benefits like possibility if there is any fluctuation in electricity and your appliances due to the fluctuation, you face some problem with your appliances like television, refrigerator sets, computer, air condition. So that part is also covered under the dynamo clause of insurance, and you can avail those benefits. And in a similar way, if any theft occur, then also you can cover under the home insurance policy, you can cover your theft. You can, even though nowadays home insurance policies are coming with a feature of earthquake, and the premium with a very nominal premium means, suppose I give you an example, if you purchase from any of the private players for a 50 lakh coverage, so it will hardly charge you 4 to 6,000 or 7,000, which will cover the earthquake as well, your theft coverages, your fire coverages, your clauses in which your electricity fluctuation occurs and you faces some damages to your equipment. So all these things are covered. So it's a very nice if you opt for home insurance. So it can cover with you several benefits. But our population are are not that much aware with this. So it's a very nice question. If individual opt this, so it will help them in future
But
with the uncertainty.
tell me, for example, if I own a home, and tell our viewers how the insurance value is calculated and how the premium is decided. Suppose I have a 3 BHK flat which I bought it for 50 lakh rupees. And
Okay.
over and above, I have, say, a total equipments. You have sofas, you have AC, you have
Okay.
fridge, and the total value is, say, you add 10 lakhs. So,
Okay.
how the premium is calculated, and how do I ensure that if any mishap happens, I get the claims?
Okay. So, sir, in this case, what happened nowadays, companies are coming with a complete packages. Complete packages means, for example, if you have a home insurance, which include the earthquake as well, and your sum insured is 50 lakhs. And God forbids, if any of the uncertainty occurs, so company will pay you 50 lakhs on that insured peril. And on the same case, if you face any of the losses, which are insured peril due to insured peril, so that will also company pay you, indemnify you. Now you are coming to the calculation of a premium that is done on the several parameters, which include your construction, what kind of a construction is, when the construction was done, and what kind of the equipments you are holding, what is the cost of your equipments. So there are n number of parameters which will be very difficult for the layman to cope up with them. But if you purchase a complete coverage package, like which I have told you, per package of a policy, which is charging you only 5 to 7,000, depend upon company to company, and opting you a coverage of 40 to 50 lakhs, that will cover everything: your earthquake, your several fluctuation with electricity, your jewelry theft, your further equipment failures. So with a nominal price, if you go into the calculation, that will be a very tricky for a common man to understand, because the computation of a premium has several parameters. So nowadays, company has made it very much simpler by offering them a package, complete package at a nominal prices.
My next question, Anuragji, is what is the difference between health insurance and a medical?
Okay, so it is a very nice question. What is the difference between health insurance and a medical insurance? Most of the our policyholders always get confused, or the common man always get confused, what is medical aim and a health insurance. So I just give us some basic information. Medical aim insurance is a policy which always pay for your hospitalization expenses, the claims which are made while you are hospitalized. But health insurance offer a comprehensive coverage that extend further than just hospitalization expenses. Means it will not only pay your hospitalization expenses, but it will pay your OPD expenses, alternative treatment expenses, your checkups, your daily hospitalization cash benefit, and even your post hospitalization expenses and pre-hospitalization expenses, which is depend upon 60 days and 30 days. And there is a one more benefit: add-ons with the medical claim policies are very much limited, but in health insurance you can do the add-ons. In Mediclaim is not a flexible plan, but health insurance is always a flexible plan, and it can be also customized as per the needs of your policyholder. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That's a nice answer. even I had a clarity on this. My next question is: majority of the viewers have a doubt that they can use multiple health insurance covers for a single claim.
Okay, that's a really nice question, Ameji. So in this, what happened? There is a one condition in a health insurance policy that they are kind of a conditional policy, means condition of contribution does not apply to health insurance policies. So now I explain you with the help of a example. Suppose suppose a husband wife both are working in a company and both have their company policy, which is a mediclaim policy or a health insurance policy from their company. Suppose both the companies offered spouse, husband has a policy of a 2 lakh and the same policy wife has a for 2 lakhs coverage. And God forbids one of the person admitted to the hospital due to X reason. So in that case, they can avail both the policies, but when suppose their bill exceeds to 3.5 lakh, the total mediclaim bill of a hospitalization comes to 3.5 lakhs. So what they can do, from the very first policy which husband owns, he can avail first 2 lakh from that policy. And from the second policy which her spouse holds, which her wife holds, they can cover remaining 1.5 lakh from her spouse policy. But in this case, you have to do a documentation with both the insurance companies. You have to file the same documents with both insurance company. And once the policy exhaust of the 2 lakh, then only you can use the another company's insurance for the same illness or for the same case in your kitty. Else you won't be able to use. But the main part is you have to do the documentation with both the carriers, insurance carriers.
I have a supplementary question on this. Suppose husband and wife, they have an insurance policy, but
Okay,
both the policies are from the different insurance companies. So in
right.
this case, also your idea of sharing the expenses works.
Yes, sir. As I have said, that means it is very important that we should always remember in the case of health insurance, the condition of contribution does not apply. In this case, means if I take an example, husband has a policy from company A and wife has a policy from a company B or C, different company. So the coverage is same, everything is same, and the medical bills come to 3.5 lakh or 4 lakh or 3.8 lakhs. So first you will use the policy of a wife or a husband. After it get exhaust with the 2 lakh, then you can use the same coverage into your same illness with another carrier. Suppose your wife having with a carrier with carrier B, insurance policy with a carrier B. So you can utilize the amount which is above the exhausted amount. Suppose your claim was of 3.5 lakhs, 2 lakh was paid from your insurance company, and the remaining 1.5 lakh can be paid from your wife's policy. But in this case, we always have to do the documentation, the complete documentation from the very first expense till the last expense to the both carriers, so that no complexity arises. So yes, it's a nice question and it can be paid. So most of our policy holders are not aware about this feature, so we can use it because condition of contribution does not apply here in health insurance case.
I think Anuragji, it was a very interesting discussion, and you shared a lot of aspects related to insurance. And I certainly hope my viewers must have understand the nitty-gritties of how to go for an insurance and how important it is to have an insurance policy.
Yeah.
I think it gave more understanding to even me also that taking an insurance policy is very much important, and I'll reiterate all my viewers that never shy away from taking an insurance policy. It will always help you in long run. Always pay your premiums, renewals on time. This is also very important. And I hope this was a very informative program with my expert, Mr. Anurag Khurana. I thank you very much, Mr. Khurana, for joining on this program. And I would like all my viewers to, if they like this, please share this video. And this is Amay Sathe signing off for SarkariTel.com and DiplomacyIndia.com from New Delhi, India. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amay sir. Thanks a lot for your time. And I wish all the viewers to take this inputs and they can save their money a lot with this. Thank you.